Hello and welcome to Made with Love by Sarah. I'm Sarah and I just thought we'd do a very quick and easy card today using an embossing folder. Can you see all the detail on that card? I must be feeling pink today. This one is a tent fold with a scalloped design at the bottom, and that's the inside. There's no sentiment on it, but I'm going to put the sentiment there somewhere when I decide what it's for. I don't know what occasion it's going to be for. I'm sure I'll need a card at some point. So this is what we're going to make. We're using this embossing folder, and it's a two-part embossing folder. So it's from Crafter's Companion. It's a 2D embossing folder, and it's called Floral Lace. So that goes at the top, this goes at the bottom. Of course, you don't have to use them together, but I've never used them together, and I just thought that I would have a play. I came up with this card and thought, I'll make another one of them. So, I've got some bits and pieces cut ready. So I'm going to do it pink and white again. Like I say, I'm feeling very pink today. So I'm going to bring in my... Oh, can I get it in? My Gemini. Oh, let's put the thing in first. So there's two sides to an embossing folder. One that's raised and one that's got dints in it. So it's up to you which side you use. I'm going to use the one. So this is going to push into that card. And this is the raised bit. So I'm just going to pop that in. It's a 2D folder, so I'm just going to pop it in my two clear cutting plates. Bring in my Gemini. I'm using my Gemini Junior plates because they fit in as well, and to be honest, I stuck my hand in the box and that's what I pulled out. So that's a bit of a bang when it goes through. So let's just pop that to one side. I'm going to do the bottom bit. So this bit cuts and embosses. So I'm just going to pop that one in. Get my plates. I'm going to put it on a bit of a slant, and that'll avoid the speed bumps this time. Pop that. Just throw on my mouse. Pop them plates out of the way. Let's have a look what we've got. So that's the cut line. Because it cuts and embosses, we end up with this little cut line. We're just going to chop that away. Just get rid of that. Let's have a look at this. So this is on a pearlescent card as well. That's beautiful. So let's just... So that's the front. And this is the back. Both are equally as nice on this embossing folder. So I've got a card base. And because I wanted to use A4 paper, I've cut it out so we've got a front and a back. So this piece measures 8 inches by 4 1/4. And I've just scored it at 7. So I'm just going to fold that over. Give that a burnish. and this piece measures 4¼ by 7. Yeah, 7. And I'm just going to glue that on and stick that over there, and that becomes our card base. Just means that you can get it out of A4 paper instead of having to cut into an A3. And nobody will even know. Nobody will know. From the inside, you can't tell. Let's just give that a squash that glue out a bit. And there we have our 10-fold card. So if your paper's not big enough, you can just stick 2 pieces together. Easy peasy, 10-fold card. Right, so now I'm going to stick these 2 pieces. Let's use the front. This is supposed to be the front. I'm going to stick these 2 together. Just making sure that they will fit. So I'm just going to use my precision tip glue bottle that's got tacky glue in the middle, and I'm just going very close to the top edge, and I'll stick that just along the top line. Don't have to be too exact here because we're going to cut it down to fit. Oh. Oh God, just hold that for a second. Bring in the guillotine, and I want this to measure 4 inches in width. So I need to work out where I want the bottom bit to be. So I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger and take it off each side. I'm going to try and get these at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'll cut that on the 3rd. So that they're now even, but it's too big, so I'm just going to keep cutting a little bit. So it needs to be 4. Okay, so I'm going to go for that scallop. I'm just visually trying to get it the same so that it looks even on both sides. And there we go, we're finishing up at 4 inches. And this will now fit on our card base. Lovely. So before I want to stick it onto the card base, I need to cover up this joinings here. So I'm going to get some, what have I done with it? Double-sided tape, there we go. And I'm just going to pop that ribbon on. So that's where I want it. Turn it over, pop some tape on this back just to keep the ribbon in place. So this is just double-sided tape. Squash that down. Take the backing off. Come on, backing. I think it's because it's embossed. Oh, I've pulled the whole thing off. If you get your bone folder, give it a squish. That can sometimes help. So I'm just going to press the ribbon in. That looks about level. So I'm using Collal all-purpose glue. And I'm putting plenty on so it gets into the nooks and crannies. Give this a bit quick trim. I'm just going to get my snips and just cut round this scalloped edge. You don't have to be exact, just giving it the edge, a bit of detail on the card. I might make this as a birthday card because I would like it as a birthday card. My kind of card is this one. Very pink. And that will now stand up. Just going to pop some foam pads. I'm not, as I said on the other one, I'm not putting a sentiment on just yet. But I might not even put a sentiment on it. I might put I don't know, I've got some pre-made flowers. I might just pop a little flower on it. Actually, that would look nice. Maybe on that one because it's the same colour. Pink. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm doing on this one. So with my scrap papers, if I don't know, if I'm not feeling very creative, but I want to craft. So sometimes I'll just make things like flowers or zebras or just random things. And then when I don't know what to put on a card, I'll just have a look in my drawer. So I'll put the foam pad at top and bottom so it avoids the ribbon. So I'll pop the circle in the middle. I am going to put this on here. So let's stand that up. I'll have to have a look, see if I've got another flower. I might even have a pearlescent flower. So I didn't have a pearlescent flower, but I just made one. So I just found some scrap paper, pearlescent pink, same colour pink, and some white, and I've just quickly made a flower. So there's our 2 finished cards for today. 10th fold, and I stuck a piece of the waist on the inside, just down at the bottom, just to give us a little bit of interest in the cards. And I'll pop a sentiment on when I decide what it's for. So thank you very much for watching today, and if you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up, and if you ring the notification bell, you'll get notified every time I put out a new video. So give it a go. It's easy. All you need is an embossing folder, and it can be any embossing folder. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.